Welcome back. You're live. This is Sports Extravaganza. We are live every Saturday, 4 to 7 p.m. and we bring you who is who matters, who is very impactful to your life directly to where you are. And we're speaking and talking about where you are. We're speaking about the Europe Day Kenya football tournament that is currently going on. Couple of weeks ago, it ended at Homa Bay County. That was the second leg of this inaugural event, 2024. They started in Marsabit in March. Then they came to Homa Bay. And then, of course, now on the 4th and 5th, they will be in Kilifi County. And I understand it will be, that was sponsored by the German government under His Excellency Sebastian Groth, who was already preparing for that. And right now, of course, after the CEO, Albert Vesonga, together with the Deputy European Union Ambassador, as well as we have now I've signed new entrants for this segment of this show. I've left the holding midfielder, who is Ambassador Nicole.
Thank you. Happy to be here still.
Thank you for being.
I have qualified to remain for the other part.
Yes.
Thank you.
Asante sana. And also we have the head coach of AFC Leopards, the legendary Tomas Trucha. I hope I've said it correctly.
You said, no worries.
Asante sana. Karibu sana kwa show yangu ya sports.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Thank you for invitation. Tony, you look awesome because this shirt, I think it's size S, is fitting you very well.
Thank you very much. At least my pot is not yet out very well. I also have one of the strikers or hitmen, that is Christopher Koloti, who is here with us. Also plays for the national team. Well done. Asante sana for making time. Naona umevaa under Ingwe at 60.
Yes, Ingwe at 60.
Well done. How does it make you feel?
I'm feeling proud.
And you sit next to Ambassador.
Just like that.
I was the first one to meet here at the stadium because we arrived early. We were the two of us. We were here the first. So we got to
make friends.
Have you been to Czechia?
Yes.
Hey, coach, when did you take this?
No, I don't know. He must tell us.
What happened? When did you go to Czech Republic?
I went there I think it was on March.
March?
Yes.
And how was it?
It was great. I just enjoyed.
Tell us your experience. There's someone, and we are speaking to the under-18s who are in the Europe Day Kenya football tournament, who are looking up to you. They want to travel like you. They want to play football like you. They want to be successful like you.
I can say it is just a matter of time.
Yes.
And patience.
Yes.
And even you must have discipline.
Sure.
If you have discipline, I think you can do great things, better things. People will respect you as you respect them.
Indeed.
Yes.
Coach, well done on. I'm an AFC Leopards fan, and when Gor Mahia beat us in that big derby. Ambassador, we have a very big derby here in Kenya.
I know. My husband and my son, they were there last week. Thanks to Tomas.
And then you...
I was in Mombasa, so I couldn't attend. So I had my ambassadors, my husband and my son, having attended.
Well done, Coach, for really now doing that tourism for us, that very promotional of Kenya. But why did you lose the derby? Why did you lose the derby? By one goal.
Yeah, look. Me as the coach, I work in the long term. I don't want to speak too much about one game, but I will come back to your question. But
yes.
we have some project.
Yes.
That's why I signed the contract for 2 years.
Yes.
I can really confirm the words of our CEO that I was happy to come back to the Ingwe family.
Yes.
Because since I grew up, I always liked the club with the blue and white. Even me, I grew up in Club Sigma Olomouc, which is blue and white, so it's just to be home. And we have the project to bring this club back to the glory. And especially now when this Ingwe at 60, the celebration of the birthday, we really work hard to bring the club to some titles. first, now we have very big chance in the Mozartbet Cup, so we are working on it. Tomorrow we play very important game, and we are really preparing team for next season with all seriousness, and to bring the not only experienced player but also talented players for the future. And back to your derby, look, depends from which point of view you want to see it. Yes, we lost, and it's very, very disappointing. And I already said to the fans, sorry, and I really apologize, because with the chance which we had to play 55 minutes, one player more, we should win. But in the same time, I said the guys that they did really good job in terms of to put pressure to the Gor Mahia team. They really scared until the last moment to not lose the game. And I don't think there is many clubs in this country or teams which were able to put too much of pressure. So I see some light. It's not what the fans were expecting, but I see the light, and I believe that next derby we will be much stronger.
Indeed. Well, Ambassador Nicole, some of the greatest teams that we have, successful teams, just like AFC Leopards here in Czechia, like Slavia Praha, Sparta Praha, Bohemians, I hope I'm getting them correct. You said your family, some part of your family were at the derby where AFC was playing Gor Mahia. Any feedback they shared with you about the atmosphere at Nyayo Stadium? What did they say? What did they think about the whole game? And how does it compare maybe also to how the big games in Czech Republic happen?
Of course, both of them, they did enjoy the atmosphere. At the same time, they said it was quite wild. And because of our connections, Czech connections, of course, they would have loved AFC Leopards to win, to score. So it was their first match here in Kenya to attend. I'm sure they will be back. Going back to your question about our Czech teams, very good. You also did your lesson.
I follow them.
Homework.
Yes.
But in Prague, we actually live very close to one of the stadiums, to Bohemians, and it's actually, I would say, an underdog nowadays, but it's a club with really very loyal fan base. So every time there is a match, you would see families, whole families with kids going there. It's quite a humble stadium, small one in comparison with Sparta or Slavia, but they are very committed and very dedicated. So we always hear the sounds of fans when a goal is scored. So I think any sport brings joy and team spirit. And going also to, I know that you call, you prefer being called Kolotti, but for me, maybe Christopher. But again, I have to say that I was humbled that he was here the first, and I immediately thought that he must be a really very dedicated, very committed player with sincere attitude and attitude towards training. So I did notice that, and I believe, as I've said before, in discipline and hard work. So well done.
Wow, Kolotti. You've just been. That's very special to hear. That's for the first ambassador.
Yes.
About, of course, keeping your time, and that's very important, of course, even to the girls and boys who are playing in the Europe Day Kenya football tournament. As we share about, your response to that, shares your journey, because this tournament, Europe Day Kenya football tournament, is for boys and girls who are still trying to find out where they belong. Can I play football? Can I not? I'm trying this. Your journey yourself, where did you start? How did you start? Who did you start with? So at least they can know, yes, one day I can be like Kolotti or even better.
Okay, I can say that my journey of football, I've just started when I was young. In our family, we don't have people playing football, but only me. I just started primary school at Msemo Primary.
Yes.
I played there from class 6 to class 7. In class 8, I had an injury, so I couldn't manage to play.
Yes.
When I finished my class 8, I was grateful to call to the Kakamega High School, the Green Commandos.
Yes.
When I arrived there, I met with one coach. That was Hesbon Abinge.
Yes.
He tried to shape me, but all of a sudden, he went off. The other coach came. That was Omkuya Elud. We worked with Elud Omkuya from Form 1 to Form 4. Form 1, Form 2, there was no school games due to COVID.
Yes.
So in Form 3 and Form 4, we managed to play. But in Form 3, we were defeated on semis. I think it was in semis in Mumias. Then last year, we defeated by Msingu at Bufungu Stadium. That was semis, counties, promotion to regionals. So it hurted, but I just know that one day, one time, this thing will come. So I decided to work more harder, because when I was in school, I used to follow the rules of Kakamega School. That is a national school. You must go to class, you must play. So I decided to make my own timetable. I went to the class, I finished the class, but when it comes to the ground, it means another work.
Program, yes.
Yeah. So I put more effort and I pray. One day, one time, if one of our family does not playing football, me, I'll play and I'll succeed. Now, here I am.
Here you are.
Yes.
Well done, Koloti. You've actually painted a picture of the struggles that most of our footballers, even in the country, go through. And thank you really for sharing that, because it will assist someone, who's playing in the Europe Day Kenya football tournament. Coach, the boys and girls who are featuring in this tournament, one day they are hoping to be chosen like Koloti. One day these boys and girls are hoping to play in Czechia. One day they are looking. What is your message to them? Because they're playing football, but they're not sure. Like you see the way he's telling you, he was in school, he wasn't sure, he loses. But now we have these 18-year-olds and boys and girls who are looking up to AFC Leopards. Now that number 2 will be rewarded by this great club of Kenya.
Yeah, thank you for the question. Everything is possible for those who believe. And so this is the most important. If you believe, then you have some direction and you go. Me as the worldwide traveling, I would say, sorry to Czech Republic ambassador, but I feel like European and world citizen. But we are here to celebrate the Europe Day through the football for this amazing event.
Yes.
And look, I can say that I know a bit about Kenyan football, not 100% yet, but see how the football development in this country is working. So let me tell you, like, difference between European football or Czech Republic football and the Kenya football is that we have development under control of Czech government, Czech Football Federation, and the clubs. So we even we are 10 millions, but in football and is also in other sports, to be honest, we know that we can't lose any talent. There is a lot of system from under 6 to under 18, that every talent which you have in the preschool, you have in the school, you have in the grammar school, in university, you will not lose him. So I am very happy for this activity from European Union, supported by the Czech Republic ambassador and Czech Republic generally, plus other 26 countries, because it's giving more players, girls and boys, to achieve the dream, to come to the professional football, maybe from professional football to Europe. So really appreciate, and as our CEO said, when the Czech ambassador came to me and the deputy ambassador of European Union came to me with this activity, I said this is excellent thing which I want to support. I did share with my bosses in the club, and I was happy that they also support it, because it's a really good event to identify another talents and bring them not only to AFC Leopard, but really to give them the option. You know, it can change their lives. You know, you have a lot of these stories.
Yes.
Somebody came from nowhere and somebody saw him on this tournament,
Yes.
and from this tournament, maybe now they play in Real Madrid and you went to. So it's really possible.
Yes.
And I really support this, and I want to, firstly, like you said, I want to invite all fans in Kenya to come to support it, because it's about Kenya. It's not about AFC Leopards only or other clubs, but it's really about to support the talent in this country. And coaches, agents, scouts, please come, because there is a lot of talent in this tournament. And with my help, with the help of my colleagues here, we can really give them the chance to see how the football works, and maybe to sign the contract in Europe. You never know.
Yeah, true. That's it. 27 member states, of course, behind this, behind the Europe Day Kenya Football Tournament, the Czechia inclusive of that. That's why we have Ambassador Nicole here. And Ambassador, I know, I was looking at some of your history, some of the big athletes. I've just forgotten their name. I think they're very good in long distance. And they won, I think, multiple, I think during the Olympics in athletics. Does Czech Republic have a way of rewarding, remembering, motivating some of the athletes that have been there from time immemorial till today? I'm sure you have policies or guidelines or protocols of how you reward those who are current, those who are past, and of course those who are coming up.
That's an interesting question. Yeah, we should, I think every nation, every country should cherish and pay tribute to those who excel in one way or another. I think you are referring to Mr. Zatopek, maybe.
He's a Czech locomotive.
Yes, yes. He was really unique, and with a very same spirit as Christopher Colotti has just mentioned, because he grew up in very humble, far from ideal conditions. Yes. He lacked proper footwear for running, but he also was self-educating in how to run. So his style was not perfect. That's why he was called engine or locomotive, because he was just that resilient. And he actually has a famous saying, if you cannot just speed up, because making an impression that regardless how down you feel, there's always reservoir inside you, some strength inside you. So he is actually very popular, his spirit, and so sometimes we name stadiums after some players. Sometimes we name tournaments in the name of one or another specific player. But as anywhere, athletes and football players, ice hockey players are very popular in Czechia. So, and especially if they win.
Indeed, that's true. I'm just looking at one of the ice hockey famous players, Jaromír
Jágr. He's also another. He is 52 years old and still playing. So last season will be his last, but He's also a unique, exceptional player. But again, hard work and dedication.
And also Peter Cech, who was a goalkeeper, is also playing ice hockey.
Yes, so it's an interesting change, but he's doing what he loves. So.
Indeed. And of course, Koloti, or Christopher, now that I called you Christopher. Christopher, what would you like to be in future? I know you already, these are your first steps into, or maybe the future is already here, if you can, it's already here, but I'm sure you look up to someone. You look up to some role model who inspires you. I know Coach Tomas Trucha inspires you, yeah, but I know you have another inspiration. I know you're a Manchester United fan. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No.
Manchester has just been denied live on air.
Yeah, let's clarify. Let's clarify.
Manchester.
Oh,
Manchester City.
You're a Manchester City fan.
Yes.
All right. Who do you like? Who motivates you? Who do you wake up, or who do you, when you're still young, playing Green Commandos, when you're still at your village at home, who used to inspire you that one day you want to be like them, and why?
Europe or here in Kenya?
Both here in Kenya, in Europe, in South Africa, in Botswana, in Malaysia, in Czech.
Okay. Okay, I can say here in Kenya is Alan Wanga.
Alan Wanga, yes.
Alan Wanga, but in Europe, Robert Lewandowski.
Robert Lewandowski.
Because when I see Robert Lewandowski, I see myself, because I'm strong, especially I'm strong on heading.
Uh-huh.
And Robert Lewandowski, that is the strongest point of Robert Lewandowski. But here in Kenya, Alan Wanga used to score goals.
Yeah, true.
I watch him in AFC Leopards and in Kakamega Homeboys. Yeah. His last game in Kakamega Homeboys, I went and watched him. I just told one of my friends, I think you know him, Jared Anyira.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I told him, please let me go and watch this man, because I haven't seen him play, but I want to see him. I went there, I watched him. My inspiration was to greet him, but I haven't managed to get him. But one day, when I was playing for Green Commandos, yes, after the game, a person called me and told me Alan Wanga is around. So I was to meet him, but all of a sudden, he disappeared. But I know one day, one time, we shall meet. Yeah.
Alan Wanga, you are my very good friend. I have been your friend, I've watched you. Christopher wants to just have a cup of coffee. I will pay that bill. Just tell me the location. Of course, well done on that. Of course, we wish you actually all the best in that, and we know that you'll be a star, and already you are a star right now. Coach, just as we wind up, how important is this tournament, especially to the Kenyan football? You've heard about Chapadimba. That's, of course, you're speaking just before you went on air. You've heard about Talanta Hela. Chapadimba, of course, is the under-20 and under-8 tournament, of course, that went around 8 regions. Talanta Hela is that initiative of the Ministry of Sports that, of course, goes around nurturing talent across all the counties. How important is now the Europe Day Kenya football tournament now in terms of feeding players into, for example, AFC, Gor Mahia, Ulinzi Stars, and other team?
Yeah, before I will answer, I have the number of Alan Wanga, so we can make the call together.
Good.
And invite him once he will be around.
Good.
So I promise. Just remind me.
Thank you.
Okay. So as I said, I see this tournament very important for Kenya football.
Yes.
Because as I said, there is really huge potential. There is a lot of talent, and so far, unfortunately, not identified in all regions.
Okay.
And there is this school tournaments.
Yes.
There is this Chapandimba, there is Talanta Hela. It's nice to see this school tournament fully packed stadiums. It's unbelievable. But even from these tournaments, I expect that these talents are coming to the professional clubs, and the best of them, they are coming to Europe to sign the contract in academies or trials. There are some examples I mean, even from the under-20 national team, that some players already left to Spain. But that's why this tournament is very big opportunity. I will really support European Union and even Czech Republic to develop this tournament for more counties, maybe do it a bit bigger, and bring these people to not only Ulinzi Stadium, but maybe to when the new stadium in Atalanta will be built or the Kasarani Stadium reconstructed. So yes, it's a very big event, and I am very grateful and thankful for European Union and Czech Republic to support this tournament. And I believe that we really give chance to best of this tournament to come to us, to spend time with us. Maybe we can do some training, we can do some training game, we can invite them for our game. And I promise, if there is some good talent, I will really contact the people which are responsible for it and give them the chance, as I promised to my players. If they work hard and I see talent, I will be always the first one to give them the chance to change their life in Europe.
Thank you very much. Head coach AFC Leopards, Tomas Trucha. Czech ambassador to Kenya, Her Excellency Ambassador Nicole Adamkova. It's an honor, really. And of course, AFC Leopards striker, national team, Hitman, Christopher Koloti. Really, thank you for making time. And just before we go for this break, I would like also to request His Excellency Deputy European Union Ambassador to Kenya, Ambassador Andre Shimek, to join us on set, because Ambassador wants to show off her dribbling skills. I want to also to see and test Trucha's dribbling skills. You're also putting Ambassador Nicole on the spot as well. Please join us.
Really?
Yeah, of course, we want to see how you can dribble, because they have to be sure that they're going to a place where they can dribble football. So you have to see you
Dribble, but my shoes are
We
far from...
have also invite
Christopher as well. Yeah, let's see how you will. Let me just move this one here. Ambassador, that's yours, and then Ambassador, that's yours, and then you'll exchange. So I don't know, ladies first.
No. I will. Yeah, exactly.
I see what you did there. Of course, yeah. Let's see how this is go on. Yeah, that is Koloti himself showing off his skills with the latest shoes from Czech Republic. Thank you very much, Ambassador, for offering this beautiful show. He's not showing off.
Actually, you must be kidding.
Yes. One, that is enough.
Dribbling in is also like this.
Yeah, even the CEO is around over
Yo, come.
There you are. CEO is doing. All right, let the footballers. Remember, if you're just joining us, this is Sports Extravaganza.
I will pass to Andre.
Excellencies. And of course, we are speaking about, there is Ambassador Andre.
Oh, wow. Wow.
They're doing their thing in studio. But really, thank you very much.
Thank you,
really
Tony. Thank you for having us.
So much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, CEO. Thank you, Christopher. That's, of course, we're taking a very short break. I'll be back. Let me see them off, because I need to just get my passport with a Czech Republic visa.
Asante sana.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.